can I see you?
Hello, my name is Teacher Stephanie. Today I'm going to practice the interview slides that you'll be teaching when you do your interview with VIPKID. The interview slides, as far as I know, are the same for everyone. It's usually on the letter T, and you get to download it ahead of time and practice with it at home. I suggest practicing with a spouse or a child or a friend, just anyone, so you can see their reaction and kind of work out the kinks of what's more difficult and what they don't understand, because if they don't understand it, a small Chinese student is not going to understand it either. And your interview is going to have an adult interviewing you, but they're going to pretend to be a 5-year-old Chinese student with very beginning level English skills. So if another English adult doesn't understand you, they're not going to either. So make sure you practice. A few things you probably want to have for your interview: a whiteboard. I use a whiteboard in every single one of my classes, so you're really going to want to have a whiteboard. Flashcards for the letters you're going to be going over. These will make your life a lot easier. You can write them on your whiteboard, but I suggest having flashcards for them. And a reward system. You can use the smiley face that they give you, and you can give teeth. These are my little pre-cut teeth. You can give a tooth every time the student does a good job, or you can use your own. So today I'm just going to use marbles in a jar. I actually use Manicam, so I do a virtual reward system. I might say, good job, you got a bunny. You got a bunny. But today I'm going to do a physical one because that's more than likely what you'll be using in your interview. Okay, if I'm looking to the side a lot, it's because my 3-year-old son, Xander, is actually going to be my student today. He's 3 and learning English still, so if he doesn't understand me, again, Chinese student is probably not going to understand me either. Sometimes you will have 3, 4, or 5-year-olds, so you have to make sure they can understand. Okay, so if you'll open up your demo class slides, the first one you'll see when the lesson begins is letter T. It's the introduction slide. I don't introduce what the lesson is about. I don't read the title. I don't do that because most of the time the student doesn't know what you're saying. So I use the introductory slide to introduce myself. I'll say, hello, my name is Teacher Stephanie. What is your name? What is your name? Xander. It is so nice to meet you. Xander, how old are you? You are 3 years old? Now, sometimes the student won't know how old they are. If they don't tell you, I'll say, are you 3? Yes or no? Yes, you are 3 years old. Sometimes the student won't know their name either. If you know the student's name, you can write it down. My son's name is Xander. Is your name Xander? Very good. Good job, buddy. Okay, so that's what I use my introduction slide for. I'll also introduce my reward system on this slide if I'm not going to use the one the lesson uses. If I'm going to use the one the lesson uses, I'll go to the reward system slide and I would show the smiley face and say, when you do a good job, you'll get a tooth. But since I'm not, I introduce this on the introductory slide. Xander, do you like marbles? Yes. When you do a good job, I'll give you a marble. Okay, and then I skip that slide completely. Now you should be on your warm-up slide. It says do as I say. They do not know what do as I say means, so you don't need to say that. Xander, do you like to swim? Swim. Swim. Xander, can you circle? Swim. Now on your slide, you've got a picture of a lady swimming. Hopefully your student or your interviewer is now swimming with you physically. You want them to move with you. It's called TPR, total physical response. If the student's not doing the actions with you, you're just gesturing. You're not doing TPR. I learned that in a handy dandy workshop once I became a VIPKID teacher. So don't think that that's my bright idea, because it's not. Someone taught that to me. But anyway, there's a picture of a lady and she's swimming. She's in some water. And so you'll want to demonstrate what circle means. You can say, use your mouse, circle, circle. And you can circle with your mouse on the screen. And you can also, if they need extra help, you can circle on your whiteboard and use your mouse. Circle, circle. Now, the student that you're working with is a student that has done VIP lessons before. The interviewer is not going to act like a trial student. You'll have trial students who do not know how to write on the screen, and you have to teach them to do that. But the interviewer is a child that's been taking lessons. They're still a beginner, but they do know how to circle. So hopefully your interviewer will then circle the swimming lady. If you've used a lot of time because it took a long time for the student to respond to you, move on. Don't stay on this slide. Do not do every single motion, or do not have them circle every single motion. But if they did it, chop, chop, pretty quickly, you'll want them to do the rest. Xander, eat. Eat. Hopefully your student is eating with you, and then you can say circle, eat, and they're going to circle the man eating the giant sub. If you're still doing well with time and you've only been on the slide about a minute, say, Xander, jump, jump, jump. If you can get out of your seat, even better, and jump up and down. I can't, I'm limited with my space. So jump up and down. Circle, jump, jump. Circle, and circle it on your screen so they see that you want them to circle. Your line is going to be red that you use. The student's is going to be blue. So you'll know if they're circling it with you or not. All right. So like I said, that took a long time because I was explaining it. You should only spend about 1, maybe 1.5 minutes on that slide. So if you get the child to do all the actions, but maybe they don't circle any of them, or maybe they circle one, good job. You get a marble. Good job. And move on. Okay, the next slide, this is review. They're familiar with these letters. You're not teaching them the A sound and the B sound. They already know it. Xander, bike. Alligator. Bike. Alligator. Circle. Hopefully they'll circle alligator. If they don't, then you can go ahead and reteach them, because sometimes with the review they won't remember. You can say bike, bike. No, bike. Alligator. I actually have an alligator on my card, but I don't always, so I wouldn't even show that. Alligator. Circle, and then circle the alligator on your screen. Same thing for the next one. Banana. Apple. Banana. Apple. And you might not need to say it twice. You might only need to say it once. Hopefully they'll circle the banana. Circle, circle. If they don't, if they circle the apple, apple? No. Banana. Circle, and then circle the correct one. Okay? T. Oh. This is letter T. You want them to say the whole sentence. So if they're only saying T back to you, which they will often, you can count on your fingers, or you can show them like this, a whole sentence. I do both. This is letter T. You can cup your ear a lot. It'll tell the student that you need them to respond to you. I count as they say the words to me, and I listen with my ear. T says t, t, t. A lot of times they're going to say t, t, t back to you and not the whole sentence. T says t, t, t. And then listen and count off as they say each word. Okay. Tongue. Tongue. Very good. Tongue. Good job, Xander. You get a marble. t, t, tongue. You want the student to say tongue at least 3 times. You can say, what is it? And they might say tongue back. You can sing it, tongue. You can use high and deep voices, tongue, 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 tongue. They love doing things like that. Most of the time the kids laugh and enjoy when you do that. Also the, exaggerate your tongue action. They're going to enjoy it a lot. So do things like that. Xander, tongue. Very good. Okay, go to your next slide. Your next slide is tiger. Ooh, what is this? Tiger. 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 This is a tiger. This is a tiger. This is a tiger. If your student continues to say tiger over and over and they don't say the whole sentence, you can't stay on the slide forever, so you have to move on. Sometimes you'll have students that don't say the whole sentence. You have to move on eventually. Your normal classes are going to be very long. Well, not very long, but they're going to be 25 minutes. There are going to be many slides that go over speaking in complete sentences because really they should be on every one. But if they don't on the first few, it's fine to move on and hit it later. All right, there's this extra slide that says activity time. These are from the old lessons. We don't have a transition slide that says activity time anymore, so you don't have to worry about that. But during your interview, you probably want to make it something exciting. So you can say, activity time. You can put on a fun hat. You can, you can do a little dance. You can get them to say activity time, activity time. You can do whatever you want to get the point across that you're going to be doing something fun. They have no idea what activity time means, but they need to know that it's going to be something fun. So do whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, this is where you want to have your whiteboard for sure. I use my whiteboard every single lesson. Xander, eh, eh, eh. Et, et. P, p, p. Et, p, et. Pet, pet. Good job. You get another marble. Good job. Okay, that's the end of that slide. They said pet. They did it successfully, very quickly. A lot of times if you're low in time, your interviewer will try to help you out. They'll start going a little faster because they want you to pick up the pace as well. So if they start answering things correctly, then they want you to keep going. And I mean, really, it's not too off par from what you're going to experience in class anyway, because as the class goes on, the student will get more comfortable and they'll start answering faster as well. Okay, so the next slide, there's a picture of a tongue, and you want to know, does it start with a T or a P? But you can't give those directions. So what you're going to do is stick your tongue out. Xander, what is this? Tongue. Xander. Tongue or tongue? Tongue or tongue? Circle, circle. Now, my son's saying tongue, which is not correct. Your student or interviewer might as well. Tongue, circle, and then I would circle the lowercase t. It's okay to do some things yourself and then reinforce it. Tongue. Good job. Go to the next one. Ooh, Xander. What is this? Tiger. Good job. Xander. Tiger or tiger? Tiger or tiger? Tiger starts with I? No. Tiger. Tiger. He's still not saying it for me. That's what I would do though. And then I already gave them the answer. I already circled it, or I asked them to circle it, but I gave them the answer and I moved on anyway. You'll have kids that you teach the lesson and you're doing most of the work. That's okay sometimes. That's not what you really want, but that's okay if you have to do it. My son's just in a mood. He's playing with markers over there. All right, now you're on the last slide. You can do whatever you want to say goodbye, but you want to make sure that they know that you are happy to see them, that you're going to miss them, that you can't wait to see them again. If you know the goodbye song, you can learn it and you can sing it here if you want to. Oh my gosh, it fell off my head. I know the row, row, row your boat one. That's the one I've been doing most often. So it's to the tune of row, row, row your boat. It's not the standard goodbye song, but you can do that one. It just says, goodbye, goodbye, see you again. See you again, see you again, goodbye, goodbye, see you again, hope to see you soon. That's actually the Wheels on the Bus one. So there's a lot of them. I did the Wheels on the Bus. But you can learn one of the goodbye songs. They're all over YouTube. You can sing it, or you can just say goodbye and convey that you miss the student and that you can't wait to see them. So you want to use your TPR for that, or your gestures, and hope that they do it back. But you can say, goodbye, Xander, goodbye. And get them to wave. You did a good job today. I hope to see you soon. See if they'll do their eyes too. See you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. He doesn't want to leave. That's what you want. You want your student not to want to say goodbye to you. You want them to say, no, no, teacher, stay. But then you close your camera and you get out of there anyway because you have another class to teach. But anyway, like I said, learn a song, sing it with them, teach them to sing it. They might love that. In your interview, I did not. I just said goodbye and I did the hand motions for it. Goodbye. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. And just said goodbye and got out of there. So yeah, that is how I did my lesson without all the talking in between, of course. It went right over my time. I went right over my time. That's frowned upon. You don't want to go over your time. I got some points taken off for that. I did still pass, obviously, but I did get some points taken off. So if you have a timer that you can set visually to see your time, that will help you quite a bit. Your interviewer will stop you halfway through and tell you how much time you have left and goodbye and tell you if you need to speed it up a little bit. Like I said, don't be afraid to do a little bit of it by yourself. If your interviewer is not giving you a lot of feedback, don't be afraid to do some of it by yourself, to give the answers. But if you give the answers, make sure the student or the interviewer is repeating the answers and they are internalizing those. Anytime you can get them to do the TPR with you, stick out your tongue, to do motions for the different sounds, show them a prop if you have a prop, tiger, tiger, roar, roar. Anything extra that you have time for is great, but if you don't have time, you want to get through the core of the lesson. That is the most important part, so you want to get through those core steps. So like I said, make sure you have a whiteboard. You're definitely going to need a whiteboard. It makes a lot of it easier. If you don't have flashcards, I could have wrote all of my letters on it. For the T-I, tiger, I've got, a picture of a tiger here. Draw if you're, a great artist. If not, tape a piece of the tiger. Tiger? Tiger. Tiger. Yes. Circle. Circle. Tiger. So you can do it that way too. You don't have to have flashcards. I just like to use flashcards a lot. So I hope that this was helpful. It was a little bit all over the place since I was explaining everything at the same time and grabbing my stuff off and on. I'm a little more organized usually when I'm actually doing a lesson and not talking to myself, actually talking to a student. So my biggest suggestion is just to make sure you practice it. You can practice it silently by yourself without anyone participating. I did it several times when my kids were asleep and my husband was at work. I recorded myself doing the lesson, and then I just did playback and I watched it. I watched to see if I was looking down a lot. I watched to see if I had a lot of incidental language, if I was talking in between the slides like I'm doing right now. Don't say okay when you're switching to things. Don't say all right. Don't say next. You don't need transitional things like that. They don't know what the words mean. So you can watch yourself in a recording and see if you're doing anything like that and try to cut it down bit by bit. Keep practicing. And then, like I said, if you have a small child or if you have a spouse that will be awesome and act like a 5-year-old for you, those are really great ways to practice as well, actually with someone, so you can get some feedback. All right, well, my name is Teacher Stephanie. I hope that this was helpful to you. If you've already applied using my referral code, I hope, my dog, make sure you have a dog in the house during your interview. If you've already applied using my referral code or someone else's, then that's awesome. I hope you do a fantastic job on your interview and everything goes really well. If you haven't yet, then I have a referral code right down here below my video. And if you would like to be a VIPKID teacher, it's a fantastic job. I love it. I wear an orange shirt every day, but I teach in my pajama pants. I don't change my pants. I wake up and I wear those. So it's an awesome job. I teach early mornings before my children are awake. Sometimes my husband wakes up for them with them for my last couple of classes, but I usually teach early morning hours while they are still sleeping. So I'm done and I'm ready to start my day before my kids are even up. I cook breakfast and I start the day with them, and I have the rest of the day to spend with them. I don't miss out on any time with them at all. So I enjoyed a lot. The students you work with are super sweet, super more interactive and excited by you than your interviewer is going to be. So however your interview and your mock class go, your classes with your students will go much, much better. They're super sweet, and most of them are really focused and well behaved. You get a few kids bouncing off the walls here and there, but you just do your best to work with that too. And a lot of times if you're funny and you're smiling a lot and giving them encouragement and a reward system that they like, then a lot of times they'll focus and they'll do a good job for you as well. All right, so good luck with your interview. If you have any questions about the mock class, if you get past the interview, do reach out and let me know, and watch some more videos on the mock class. It's on the letter P still, I believe, so it's a little bit different with a few more activities. Some look a bit confusing, but they're not once you practice them. And if you haven't applied yet, like I said, the referral code's down there. I'd really appreciate it. My pay is not dependent on my referral bonus, but nobody's going to say no to extra cash. So if you want to apply using it, that'd be fantastic. Sometimes they do bonuses for the referrals who sign up and get hired as well. So sometimes you might get like an extra $25 as well, but not all the time. So I'm not going to make any promises. But all right, goodbye again. My name's Teacher Stephanie. I hope this helped you. Have a good day.